Welcome to the first episode of Word Vomit. It is this new series that I'm going to start on this channel, and there will be a new episode of Word Vomit once every month for right now. Maybe I will increase that, but for right now I'm going to commit to one episode a month of Word Vomit. Basically what Word Vomit is that I will pick a random item and I will make up a story about it on the spot, just one take. So for the first episode, I've decided I'm going to make up a story about a stick. So once upon a time there was a tree. The tree had many branches, and all of a sudden there was this giant gust of wind, and the gust of wind knocked off one of the branches. Then the branch fell to the ground, and then it was now referred to as a stick. The stick laid there on the cement. It was afraid because all of its brothers and sisters and all of that were left in the tree. It was now all alone to conquer the world. The stick could not move. It was just there, helpless and self-conscious. Well, not self-conscious, but aware, self-aware. That's better. And the stick just was so self-aware that everything was changing in his entire life. He felt that he was entirely abandoned. He didn't know what the heck was going to happen. And then all of a sudden, the sky changed from being a nice sunny day and was overtaken by clouds. And then the clouds just rained rain onto the ground. And then the stick started floating. And at first the stick is all like, whoa, this is really cool. I can now kind of move. Even though I have no arms or legs or anything, I'm just a stick. And the stick started floating away with the water, and eventually there was a rock, and the stick landed up against the rock, and then the rain stopped, and the stick stopped moving. So the stick was just there. He was all wet, and he was worried that he was going to get sick, but he just was like, you know what? I'm just going to deal with it. We'll see what happens. And then night became day, and then all of a sudden the stick is awoken by the sound, and it's the sound of children playing. And then all of a sudden this child just runs up, grabs the stick, and the stick's like, what the heck is going on? I have just been picked up. Where am I going? What is going on? And the kid is playing with the stick. He's throwing it around, playing catch with it with this other friend. And then the kid's like, oh, I'm just gonna go over this way. And he takes the stick and he does that thing where you walk by a chain link fence and then you hit the stick on the chain link fence and it makes that cool noise. So he's just doing that, and eventually his mother calls and then he has to go. So he just leaves the stick there. The stick is all like, what is going on? I have the biggest headache in the entire world. Like, what the heck? This stupid kid just grabbed me and threw me around and then beat me against the chain link fence. Like, what the heck is this world come to? And then the stick was like, oh, well, at least now I get a moment to kind of sit back and just go, things are normal. But the stick was mistaken, because little did he know there was this dog that started coming up, and this dog is just approaching to where the kid had dropped the stick, and the dog's like, oh, a stick. So the dog just grabs the stick, and the stick's all like, what is this? There's now teeth inside of me. I'm like getting stabbed. Like, what the heck? No, this is the worst. And the stick, well, he thought his day was really bad, but no, the dog made it worse. And the stick is just in great agony as this dog is chewing on this stick. And then the dog's owner comes, and then the dog drops the stick, and the stick is all like, yes, this is over. Then the owner grabs the stick and throws it as far as he can. Then the dog just takes off right after the stick. The stick is flying through the air, and the stick is all like, what is going on now? What? The ground is getting closer. I'm going to smash myself into the ground. Like, this is the worst thing ever. And the dog runs and jumps and catches the stick in the air. The stick almost has a heart attack because, well, you wouldn't expect that if you were just a stick. And just, the stick has no idea. Then the dog is just chewing on the stick again, and then he brings it back to the owner, and this goes on for at least 20 minutes, and the stick is just so traumatized. He's just like, this is insane. And then the dog eventually decides not to bring the stick back to the owner, and he just chews on it, and he ends up chewing the stick into like many pieces, and unfortunately the stick ends up dying. And that is the story about the stick. And yeah, that sums up the first episode of Word Vomit. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also in the comments, let me know an item that I should make up a story about for the next episode of Word Vomit. And that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I will see you on Monday with a new video. Don't forget to have an epically awesome day. Bye!